ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
They'll run on first down. Carson pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. These two rivals played 2 of the better games in the NFL a season ago. You remember Week 17, it was Dre Greenlaw stopping Jacob Hollister at the 1 to preserve a 26-21 49er win. And that wound up both winning them the NFC West and earning them the #1 seed. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Will Dissly, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's got Lockett. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
Sliding out of the pocket into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 41-yard line.
Darnold now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he is going to have a Niners first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
49ers.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game. But this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. There's Mostert. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to be met at about the 43. DJ Reed, who played in college at Kansas State, made the tackle.
On the pickup.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv, and you run into a tough crowd.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Seahawks nothing.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
To throw again on second down, Darnold. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down.
Under a minute to go. Clock running at a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Mostert. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Darnold's pass. Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. This time Wilson will throw. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
At the 35-yard line.
Wilson will throw again. Rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Play action. Now Wilson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
Third down.
On third down, Wilson. Flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On second down, Mostert. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
He was taken down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Play fake, and it's Darnold out to his left. And that's going to be caught. It's Rico Gafford. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is Mostert. And some space here. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
San Francisco.
Raheem Mostert, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. The point after is good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time.
No gain.
See if they can avoid doing it here.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing on second down, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Flushed out right. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Down at the 23-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, you got three down.
To throw again, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off inside the 5. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 30. 10, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-7.
Joey slides.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. That's complete into the hands of Carson. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Caught on the right side by Dorsett. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw again is Wilson. Short throw to Disley, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Will Disley, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Throwing again here, Wilson. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. And this one a 41-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground again here. First down and a little extra for Mostert. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And the return will stop right around the 25. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
49-yard line.
Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Going for it all. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Seahawks. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Again, Wilson eluding the pressure right. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
The ball carrier.
And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Darnold, if you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding what receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you're talking about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
Seahawks 22, 49ers.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
First down, San Francisco.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Mostert. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
At the 45-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They hand it off to Mostert. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there and a 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Running the counter with Mostert. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. The handoff, this is Mostert. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers have retaken the lead. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
It's a run with Mostert. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead.
Seahawks 22.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
A throw complete to Dorsett. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And able to find Dorsett. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47th. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Now Wilson on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 25. He's at the 30, 20. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Lining up for the point after.
So that is 2 pick 6s he's thrown in this football game. Now, you take those away, Charles, it's a completely different situation.
It totally is, but guess what? They have to deal with what they have now, okay? So they can't just mentally go, well, if we hadn't thrown those pick 6s, we'd be okay. Here's where you are. Here's where you're going to battle. But guess what? They're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6. Left side, it's Dorsett. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. He'll buy some time right. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. There's that man again. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
2nd and 2.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And that's going to be incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down at the 2. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this, and intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Now looks for Lockett once more. This time he's got him. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The extra point now coming from Myers. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Niners 36, Seahawks 29.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fields this way up at the 17.
The Niners take over 1st and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
The ball carrier.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. This is Carson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. That catch good for only a couple.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
They go play action now. Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The keeper. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Wilson to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
4th down.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Forced out to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Darnold is going to take a knee, and that should just about do it.
Today's final score, 9.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game.